I'm telling you, one of the most helpful questions in my life that I've asked, and it's a question that we should all ask on a consistent basis on our lives day to day, is this question. What are you saying to me, God? God, what are you saying to me? See, a lot of times we have to look. We have to go and see. We have to take another look. We have to look deeper, right? See, the middle of this week, it was early this week, the Lord woke me up in the middle of the night, and He woke me up with John chapter 4, verse 33. And that reads, I looked it up immediately, and this is what it says. It says, then His disciples said to each other, could someone have brought Him food? Now, this is the passage where Jesus is talking with a woman at the well, and they went out to go, do something. The disciples come back, and Jesus is talking about food, right? He's talking about, I'm already taken care of. And the disciples immediately interpreted that as, did somebody bring Him food? And at first I'm like, God, why are you waking me up with this? What do you mean? God, what are you saying to me? I was confused. And then I quickly got it. I realized what the Lord was saying to me was, He was wanting me to take another look, because that's what He was wanting the disciples to do. See, He was saying to them, He's saying, you're looking at things at a surface level. I'm telling you that I have food, and you're thinking somebody brought me food to eat. But what I'm telling you is my food is to do the will of the Father. That's my food. Right? And I feel that the same is true with us, that when we go through situations, we immediately want to look at the present situation. We want to look at things on a surface level. And in natural, that's normal, right? But God calls us to be supernatural. He calls us to be above the natural, right? He says, my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. My ways are higher than your ways. And so a question that we should always ask is, God, what are you saying to me? Why am I going through this right now? Well, why am I hearing this? Why am I dealing with this? And when we ask that question, we basically are inviting God to speak to us. And He always does. He's faithful to do that. He'll whisper something in our hearts, our minds. Suddenly we'll get the revelation and we'll realize, oh, that makes sense. And I think far too often we settle for what we see on the surface, when God's trying to get us to understand what He's really saying. He's trying to get our eyes off the situation and get them onto what it is that He sees. And so I think of the majority, right? The majority rarely sees what God sees, right? When I think about the 12 spies that God sent out into the promised land to check it all out and see what was going on, and 10 of them came back with a negative report. Now think about that. It's the promised land, right? God already promised that it's theirs. It's theirs for the taking. And yet the majority come back with a negative report saying, we can't do this. We give up. It's not ours. The majority are not going to see clearly. But my hope and prayer is that we won't be the majority, right? That we would be the few. Then we would take another look. Look at your neighbor and say, take another look. All right? Tell somebody around you to take another look. See, I thank God for Joshua and Caleb. Why? Because Joshua and Caleb had a different spirit. Scripture tells us that they had a different spirit. They had a spirit of faith. And I want to ask this morning, is there anybody here today with a different spirit? Is there anybody here today who wants to believe for the impossible? Is there somebody here that's willing to give more than just lip service? Is there somebody that's going to actually make a stand and walk in faith to believe that we serve a living God and He's always faithful to come through for His kids? Is there somebody here today that's going to take another look in their spirit and saying, I'm hearing you, John, and I'm going to take another look, right? I'm not giving up on my marriage. I'm going to take another look at my spouse after I take some time in prayer, right? I'm not giving up on my kids. God, I'm going to believe that you're going to bring my kids back to the Lord after I spend some time with you. I'm going to take another look. I'm not giving up on my church. I'm not giving up.